IELTS. I want to see your level.
Yes.
So we'll be practicing part 1,
Okay.
part 2, and part 3 today. All right, so with that, let's begin our lesson. So let's get started. Okay, so
Yes.
in this lesson, we're going to be doing a test that usually takes 11 to 14 minutes. That's the IELTS speaking part. It always takes 11 to 14 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. It depends. In this lesson, your tutor will act as an IELTS examiner and you will and ask you questions based on the IELTS speaking test. At the end, your tutor will give you some feedback. All right, so I'll give you some feedback at the end of this
Okay.
class. Okay, so let's see what IELTS is. All right, so the points. It's about communication. IELTS is about how we speak every day. It's a test on how we communicate. So it's not a specialized test where we have to do a speech or anything. We want to see natural communication. Number two, we
Not
don't want to see prepared answers. Many people prepare answers when it's not necessary. We want to see how you can just speak spontaneously and naturally in a situation like with a friend or with a colleague or classmate. All right. And then we also want natural conversation and intonation. So that's what we are looking for as examiners. All right. So now we're going to start with part 1. Now, part 1 has a structure. It has a structure of answer, reason, example.
recent
Remember,
example.
I taught it to you in the last class. We need to answer, give a reason, and a small example.
Example.
All right. Yes.
Yeah,
All right. I've already asked you
I
this
remember.
question. Good, good. Well done. All right, Dino, let's go to the next part. Okay, so we're going to
Okay.
start with part 1. Now, this part in the real test takes 4 to 5 minutes. With me, I want you to take your time. Don't worry about the timing today. Okay, so let's begin our part 1 questions. So there they are. Let's start with our first topic. Now, in part 1, there are usually 3 topics and more or less 12 questions depending. Okay, so let's begin with the first topic. Let's talk about what you do. Tell me, Dino, do you work or are you a student?
I'm student.
All right, you need to answer in a full sentence. Like, for example, I'm a student at the moment. I do not work, but I'm studying, and you can tell me what you are studying at the moment. If it's high school or if it is a university, that's what you will say. All right, let's start again. So, do you
Oh, I
work?
know.
Okay, so do you work or are you a student?
No, I'm student. So every time I'm in high school to study, and
Okay, so
sometimes I will to study English.
fantastic. So tell me, what do you want to study when you're finished with high school? What career do you want to study?
What do, uh, uh, the, this question I don't know.
Okay, basically, do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be,
Oh,
uh,
lawyer.
yes. What do you want to do when you finish with school? What job do you want to do?
The I can say can say teacher teach.
A teacher. All right, so
Yes,
what subject do you want to teach?
math.
Maths. Okay. So you'll say, well, when I am finished high school, I would like to go to university to study to become a teacher and to, of course, teach math. The reason I choose this job is because I really love maths. All right. So that could be your reason. All right. So tell me, what do you like about being a teacher? What do you think you'd like about being a teacher?
I think I can every time can with student to talk about something and can play with students and with my student as my friend.
Of course, of course. All right, so now let's talk about the next topic. The next topic is about food. So tell me, Dino, what is your favorite food and why?
Hamburger. My favorite food is hamburger because I think hamburgers I can eat fast and sometimes I'm busy. I don't I don't have enough time to eat food, but eat hamburgers can but eat hamburgers but eat hamburgers time is a little so I my favorite food is hamburger.
Fantastic. So what foods do you dislike? Meaning foods that you don't like.
This I don't like tomato.
Tomatoes. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So why don't you like tomatoes? What is the reason?
I don't. I think tomato is don't sweet. I like to eat sweet something.
Beautiful. All right. Now you see, you're answering a question, giving a reason, and a little example. Like you could say, well, I don't like tomatoes because they aren't sweet. I've got a sweet tooth and I love sweet foods. And that's why I don't like tomatoes. So that would be a very, very good answer then. But well done. Always remember,
Okay,
Dino, I will be sending you the video after the class. So you'll get this video that you can watch it and see what you've done, and that way you can improve. Okay. All right. So don't worry.
okay,
And we will continue with every part. Every time we will do something, and I will teach you what you need to know for that part of the test. Okay. So do you generally have a healthy diet, do you think?
oh, I think it's healthy hobbies or healthy food.
Okay, so you think you have a healthy
Really?
diet. So, because you could say, well, I've got a healthy diet because although I eat hamburgers, it has some vegetables and meat and of course bread. And although it is fried, I can eat a healthier version of a hamburger, or I like healthy foods, like maybe a meal that's cooked by my mom. All right, so number three,
Okay.
topic number three. Let's talk about visiting relatives. Okay, so what do you usually do when you visit with relatives? That's family members. When you visit family members,
This word relative was me.
it means family. Relatives is family, like mother, father,
Family.
uncle, auntie, cousins, or even
Oh,
grandparents. Yes.
oh, what? Okay. Now, I usually do with my parents to to eating lunch together and with my family to go buy something in on supermarket and we also go to the park to go to the park to work out.
Of course, that sounds good.
Yeah.
To work out and to exercise is always good. All right, so tell me, when was the last time you visited a relative who lives far away, like your grandparents or uncles or aunts or cousins? When was the last time?
Uh, last week
Last week. Where did you go?
I with my uncle to eat It's the lunch next eat is what?
Yes, maybe and maybe had lunch together somewhere, maybe at a restaurant or uh, a, maybe a cafe or something. Or did you eat at
Oh
his house?
yes.
Okay, so you went to your uncle's to have dinner. Does your uncle live in the same city as you?
Oh no. Also have my parents, my father and my mother. Yeah.
Okay. So what friends or relatives do you enjoy visiting the most? Friends or relatives? Which ones do you enjoy visiting the most and why?
I think I think I very enjoy visiting the friend the most because my friend with me always together playing games. We also playing happily, and my friend is also can with me talk about something. They they understand me uh what I think, but sometimes my family, my parents don't know what I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good answer. You answered beautifully. Okay, well done, Dino. All right, this is the last question for part one. We're now going into part two. Now it's going to get interesting. So, part two has a structure. We answer the question directly following the sequence in bullet point. We answer the who, the what, the where, when, why, and how questions. And then we paraphrase the question as our summary. Now, in this section, you always must bring a pen and paper to make notes. Okay, so the notes are usually in the form of a mind map. So, do you have pen and paper with you now?
Yeah, I have this.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's go to the question. Okay, now you can see here is a mind map. Okay, mind mapping is very helpful. So you got the question, how long? So the question is describe the place where you live. You should say how long you've lived there. So you say how long I've lived there, and you write how long you've lived there. What it is like, and then you write a short little word what it's like it's nice, it's crowded, it's whatever the answer might be. And the best thing about it, what you like the best thing and the things you don't like. So the best thing about it, it might have a lot of shops or sites or whatever you want to see. What you don't like it, maybe it's very crowded or there's too much cars or whatever the case may be. So you'll then create your own mind map with the idea. So you'll have 1 minute to prepare where you're not going to speak. You're going to go and plan and see how you're going to answer the question. So you'll answer the question by answering this part, the sequence, the how, the what, and what you don't like about it. Okay, so now I'm going to give you 1 minute, but you have to speak for more than 1 minute. You have to speak for up to 2 minutes. Not 5 minutes. This time is wrong. It's 2 minutes. You have to speak for up to
What's two
two
minutes?
minutes. Yes. So you have to speak for 2 minutes. Okay. So we need to always speak for 2 minutes.
Mm.
Okay. So with that, let's begin. I'm going to give you 1 minute now. I'm going to time you on a timer. And I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare. You'll see the timer in the chat box. And then after 1 minute, you'll then have an opportunity to speak for up to 2 minutes. Okay, so your timer starts Your 1 minute preparation timer starts now. Okay, and time. All right, so let me start the timer for 2 minutes. You can begin.
Yeah, I live I live my I live here is 10 years old. 10 years ago. What is like they like to so big house. This likely the biggest hamburgers like. What's my best thing about? I think my best thing is my play computer or play games room. I can always play game uh in here, and when my friend come my home, I can with my friend to play game, and I don't like my study room because my study room have so many book and so many uh English word. My English is so bad, so I really don't like to study this. And so many book can it also make me feel tired and sad. Make me is not happy. So so I think is this.
Okay, and we time. So basically, you spoke for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Well done. I'm quite happy for the timing. There's a lot of work to do that we need to do on grammar. I need to help you with grammar. And I think in the next classes, we'll be studying topics with grammar. But I first want you to get familiar with each part of the speaking test. So we'll practice part one again, and then we'll practice part two. So you can get more prepared with some vocabulary, and you'll be practicing part two, and then part three. So that's how we will practice so that you can practice more efficiently. And then I will do many mock tests like this one to see how you do. And it will give me a good understanding of what your scores could be. And you can then see where you can improve. All right. So with that, let's go into part three now. So well done for your first part two. Let's go to part three. Now, in part three, the structure is area. It means, okay, to answer with a reason, example, and an alternative answer. So you have to speak for 1 minute with each question. The whole part takes about 5 minutes. All right, so let's go into the first question for part three. So tell me, Dino, what would you say are the biggest problems in your hometown? What are the biggest problems in your hometown?
Biggest problem what sure is the things facing big progress. Oh, I think my my hometown's the biggest problem is they they are they are not as cities. There's uh I don't know I don't know this word. This word means is the m- uh,
Take your
money.
time.
So many money. Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not a very rich city.
Yeah.
It has a problem with
Oh,
maybe
yeah, 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 yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think it's better to live and work in the same place where you were born, or is it better to move away to another city to work?
Yeah.
What do you think? Question number two.
I think my hometown is better to live, but not but not but not work in the place because my hometown is don't reach a city. My my work in my hometown is don't 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 uh, I don't know.
Doesn't have
This
enough
mean is
jobs.
I yes, yes, I can do in hometown I must to drive car so many time, but in cities work I can drive car so 10 minutes.
Okay. So in your opinion, what makes a town or a city a good place to live? What would make a town or a city a good place to live? What does a town or a city need to be a good place to live?
I think is as a twin the place it is a good place to live, don't city because I think my twins air is very clean. Don't
Yes,
like cities air. Cities
of
air is don't enough clean, and the city the people is the city population is is so much, but my twin the population is a little.
of
I
course.
can I can always feel quiet in my town.
Yeah, of course. So my last question is, how has your hometown changed over your lifetime? How has your hometown changed?
Oh, this question I don't know.
Okay, don't worry. We don't have enough time to ask the question. All right, let's go to feedback, but we will come back. Don't worry. You did well. Okay, and this is a mock test to see your level. So today, your fluency was good. We need to work on some of it. Your lexical resource, we will improve it. And your grammatical range and accuracy, we will improve it. Your pronunciation was good. We'll just work on intonation. And for today, I'm going to give you the score of 4.5. Okay, so that is your
Okay.
IELTS score for today. But this will improve. I think the more we practice, the better you'll be with your IELTS scores. Okay, so this is going to improve. So today you get 4.5. In the next class, you might get more. All right, so well done for today. I will see you in the next class. Bye for now, Dino.
Yes, goodbye. Goodbye.
See you
Goodbye,
soon.
teacher.
Bye.
Tomorrow we will back.
Of course. See you tomorrow.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye for
Yeah,
now.
see you tomorrow. Bye.